7 Cents Phonecast. Find out about us before you find out about you.
Thank you for calling 7 Cents. This is Rebecca, reader 920. Who am I speaking to?
Hi, Rebecca. My name is Glenda. How are you?
Good. Glenda, what is your date of birth?
It's February 20, 1982.
And what would you like to talk about?
I guess I want to kind of see where my relationship is going. We've been seeing each other for a while, and sometimes I think things are going great and moving forward, and then other times I really don't know what he wants from me, and I wonder if sometimes I'm wasting my time or if things will get better.
Okay. I feel like I have two sides. I feel like I have a very stable, very predictable side, and then I flip. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So this doesn't feel like it's connected to you. It feels like that's just who he is. I don't get a sense of him, it's not you that he's reacting to and doing this. It feels like almost like an insecurity, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Is he very masculine?
Very masculine, very type A, very alpha male.
Which contradicts what I'm picking up from his energy.
Yes, he also comes off as very insecure at the same time.
And that's the word I was going to use next is an insecurity, which the two sides. It's almost like there's two different people there because, again, this has nothing to do with you. This feels like who he is. He does this to protect himself. Because I feel like I get to a certain point and I'm like, nope, not going there. I'm going to pull back. And this feels like a pattern that he learned from his childhood, to be honest with you. It doesn't feel like childhood trauma. It just feels like something that he learned from his parents. It just feels like I'm afraid of stability.
Yeah, because he did grow up in a very, I want to say, toxic. Like his normal is not normal. I feel like his parents always argued a lot. They did not have a great relationship. And when I met him, he even told me, like, I don't think my parents should even be together. That's all they do is argue. And then his father passed away suddenly, and then my mother lost the love of his life. And I was like, you told me your parents hate each other.
Right. It's that when you lose somebody, we tend to put them on a pedestal, regardless of, sometimes how they may have affected. Yeah. So that's what he learned. He knows it's not right, obviously, but that's what he has learned. And he's afraid of having the same thing. So on one hand, I get this very, confident, masculine person who presents himself very well. And then we flip over to this insecure, almost childlike behavior that I get from him. It's literally just like two sides of a coin there. The good news is that I do feel like that he is in a process. Has he already started making changes in his life with choices that he's making? I feel like he's moving into a more sensible thought process. Like I'm choosing a different car. I'm choosing to maybe do things a little different with my career.
Well, he is focusing on himself a little bit more right now, whereas before it was all about work. But the thing that happened to him is he was a police sergeant, and so for the longest time, and I still kind of feel like I'm on the back burner, but it was, he put everything into his career, which is fine. It's great. I totally get it. But his career consumed him. And then it got to the point where, now he got let go a few months back. And, sometimes I feel like he blames me. He says he doesn't. But there's a video of him and a personal video of him and I that someone set him up, hacked into his phone, made it seem like he was having relationships because he patrolled a hospital. Made it seem like he was having relationships with all these different women, which it wasn't. It was, and I believe him. I really, truly do believe him. It was him, there was a video of him and I. And so he had lost his job, but he has since, which I helped him get a lawyer, but he's been out of work since June, and he just signed paperwork to clear his name of that so he can start working as a police officer again soon. But during that time, he's been kind of focusing on himself, and it's been nice. I told him that we have been spending more time together, and I really do miss that. I miss that a lot, and I will miss it again when you do start going back to work. But and also for a while he was just very he was an angry man, very angry. I almost felt like, what am I doing with him? And now he's just, I feel like his attitude's gotten a lot better. He's not, instead of like running away and hiding in a corner when he's upset, he actually will talk to me now. So it feels like he's changed a bit and handling things a lot better. But I don't know how that's going to be once he starts working again. And I still feel like I feel like a secret in his life at times. I've never met his family. He said it's because he's embarrassed, not of me, but more of where he is right now in his life, which I get, but still, it's been a long time that we've been together.
It is his mother. It almost feels like possibly, is there a sister?
He has a full sister and I believe just one half sister, I believe.
Because it almost feels like they attack the good in his life. There's a sense of ruining things for him, like it's kind of to keep him in his place and also to keep him for them. They don't really want to share him because if he's theirs, then he's there for them, when they need him. It feels very selfish, very dysfunctional, but he does realize that. And so until he really felt like he was ready to subject you to that, he will not. He needs to be 100% sure that you guys are on stable ground before he introduces you to the circus. That's what it feels like. So you will see that change. It might not happen right away, but within, I would say, 6 months, you're going to see him make that change to where he's going to want a commitment. He's going to want a definition. He is going to want stability. What I keep seeing with him is that I'm going to drive a different car. I'm going to handle things differently. I'm going to do things at work differently. I'm going to do things in my relationship differently. And then he's going to slowly start changing his relationship with his mother. You're going to see a progress and a process that takes place where he slowly starts to change everything. He's starting to understand that these things have not served him and it's not given him ultimately what he wants. So I do see a commitment in the future. I do feel like you're going to have to wait about 6 months. He's making a lot of these changes, and I feel like that's part of the process, but these other ones are more important right now because it all kind of leads up to this new version of him.
Okay, and you actually see like a future with him and I together, or?
I do. Yeah, I do see that ring. I see that ring and him, making a commitment and having a definition to the relationship. That is something that he is going to have that aha moment as everything starts to kind of change, as he's changing things and things are falling into place. He will have that aha moment and then want that definition and that commitment. He doesn't want you to leave. He doesn't want you not connected to him. It does feel like all of the elements are there. The friendship's there, the chemistry's there, the comfortableness with you is there. Everything is there. He's been the one that has kept it off balance because that's what he knows.
Is there anything that I need to say or do, or just kind of back off and let him do his own thing? Or sometimes I'm not sure if I should say anything to him or just let him figure it out on his own.
Keep doing what you're doing because you are consistent. And that is something that he holds in high regard. So I would continue to do that. Just don't punish him when he slips a little bit. That is the biggest thing. Okay. You just can't, you have to let the past go and just kind of reset and restart with him. But, I mean, you guys have been the best of friends, and the best of friends are going to evolve into something incredibly beautiful is what I see. I feel that there's a really good foundation there, and he doesn't feel like somebody who would cheat. I'm not getting that kind of person. I'm getting very loyal and somebody who is inside his core. He is such a good person. He just didn't have the tools to bring out that person.
Yeah, and I see that. I do, and I think that's why I always, I guess, forgive him when he does something that I'm just like, I should be done with you, but then I'm like, I see him for who he really is. I do. And other people have a hard time with him. Other people don't quite understand him. But I'm like, they don't see the kind, good-hearted, charismatic person that I see. But yeah, I know deep down he is.
He really is. That other side of him, I know can be frustrating. I can feel it. But then there's that other side of him that just has so much potential. I'm seeing a good partner, a good husband, a good father, a good support system, all the things that he did not have in his life, he really wants to bring to the table to his future. And this is a time where he's feeling that it is a sense of, and this could be because of his military background too, but I get a sense of the world is really going to SHIT, and what do I have to show for it? And so the world's losing its mind. He's really going to be focused on his future and bringing good humans into the world and having he's really thinking about these things a lot.
Okay.
So there you go.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much. You've been amazing help. I think you described him perfectly, and I think you pretty much answered everything.
All right. Well, yeah, I really like his energy. I really do. So There's so much good in there, and don't forget that, just don't forget to not punish, don't punish him if he slips a little bit. Because that's what his mom would do.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So that's something that he's used to. That's what he's used to. And with you, there's just that stability, and you're constantly the same person, and he really, really, really admires you for that. All right?
All right. Well, thank you so much, Rebecca. I'll definitely give you a call back if I have any other questions or anything. You've been amazing. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
All right,
have a great night, day, whatever time zone you're in.
Yes. Thank you. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
We hope you've enjoyed this Seventh Sense Phonecast. Our gifted professionals are able to break through the confusion and point you in the right direction. Go to www.seventhsensepsychics.com. We all have a path in life. Let us help you find yours.